we doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, come on, guys. I know you guys have more energy than that. What are we doing here? Let me hear it one more time. How are we doing tonight? There you go. There you go. All right. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here today. My name is Tarun Karakat, and I have the pleasure of hosting the San Antonio Indian Nurses Association's 2024 Annual Gala. How many of you guys have been to a gala before from SAINA? Okay. You guys know what to expect. But I think we're going to throw some curveballs at you today. And I think it's going to be a surprisingly good time for you guys. Today, we come together to recognize the incredible work of our Indian nursing community. Individuals who serve with compassion, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to providing excellent care. Nurses play such a vital role in our healthcare system. And the contributions of the Indian Nursing Association have enriched our community and the nursing community in whole in countless ways. From healthcare support to leadership and advocacy. Tonight, we celebrate the achievements, milestones, and unity of our association. We have a wonderful program lined up for you guys with inspiring speakers, moments of reflection, and of course, a chance to connect and celebrate together. So without further ado, let's begin this evening by acknowledging the incredible dedication of our nurses and all they bring to San Antonio and beyond. Thank you all for being here today. We are going to make this a memorable night. I actually have a surprise for you guys. You guys heard the Chandamela? How was that? Did you guys enjoy it? How was walking? I know some of you guys are, I'm old, I don't want to walk with the procession and everything, but you guys got it. You guys are strong. You guys are carrying through it. I actually have a surprise for you guys because I'm going to invite some of the SAINA ladies to join us here for the Chandamelam. Notably, we have our president, Ms. Regina Karkan, as well as Sai Malandi here. So let's give him a round of applause as we hear some more of the Chandamelam. up again for San Antonio Beats, ladies and gentlemen. So, in my language, when you see a crazy performance like that and you're like, oh my God, that was so good, we say, Are wa! Can you guys say it with me? Are wa! Exactly. So throughout the night, I want to teach you guys little bits and pieces of Indian culture, and little bits and pieces of maybe some stuff I just make up, but don't worry about it. But I want to teach you guys a little bit about what it means to be Indian, a little bit about what it means to be part of the culture. Speaking of being part of the culture, I think it's important that every event that we have starts off by remembering where we are and remembering where we come from. As such, I'd like to start off tonight's events by playing the American National Anthem, followed by the Indian National Anthem. So if I can have everyone stand up for the American National Anthem, and of course, feel free to sing along. Please remain standing for the Indian National Anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
You can sit down now. That was honestly really beautiful. I was standing here and I can't hear the speakers that crazy, but I can hear you guys singing together, both national anthem, and it just sounded so incredible. So give a round of applause to yourselves. And now, to begin our night in the most auspicious way possible, I call forth our chief guest for the lighting of the lamp ceremony. The lighting of the lamp ceremony signifies starting our program off in a blessed way, starting our program off in a holy way. So I invite Ms. Dina Perez, Dr. Guru Prasad, Ms. Asha Joan, Dr. Lisa Mendez, Father Bobin, Erin Perez, as well as SAINA President Ms. Regina Karkat to the stage for the lighting of the lamp ceremony. So please, all chief guests, please come up here. Thank you to all our chief guests for joining us on the stage for the lighting of the lamp ceremony. Also, thank you to Edwin Uncle for providing us with some background music today. He's going to be on the stage. He's doing a great job. I really, really appreciate it. And now we're going to get into the meat of things, into the speeches, into the fun and the festivities. So first, I'd like to have a special speech by someone in this crowd. So every organization has a couple people that serve as the beating heart of the organization. These are the people that go above and beyond their duty. These are the people who wake up in a panic, thinking about SAINA and what to do next, and about the gala night and how we don't have enough people, or like we don't have the hall, or we don't have anything, right? And these are the people who then immediately call their son to annoy him about it constantly. She's also the one who's calling every sponsor and every guest and every vendor, and I'm sure she's annoying them as well. But as you know, it takes a lot of effort, dedication, to not just put together an event like this, but to put together dozens and dozens of events for the past 2 years as the president of SAINA. Not only that, but it also takes dedication to raise tens and tens of thousands of dollars for charity and for work in India and for work here and for providing for our veterans, etc. As a nurse, she has won countless awards for her compassion, her skills, and her dedication. Currently, as an assistant nurse manager at the VA hospital, she strives to create an environment that's equitable, supportive, and inclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear from your president, Ms. Regina Karkat.
Good evening, dear friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests. To begin with this beautiful, eventful, and enriching evening, I would like to welcome our chief guest first. It is my pride and privilege to invite Ms. Dina Perez. She is the Senior Vice President and Chief Nurse Executive of the University Health System. I knew her from several years ago. I worked at Northeast Baptist. One day I went to her office just to show her a report, and she corrected me on the spelling of complaints. Everywhere I wrote the complaints, I wrote complaint. So she corrected me. Maybe you are not remembering. She did a very humbly supporting me and empathetically. That was the biggest leadership lesson I learned. She is an excellent teacher, guide, and mentor for aspiring nurses. Thank you for accepting our our invitation. Welcome, Ms. Dina Perez. Next, I'd like to introduce my own pride, Dr. Lisa Mendes. Dr. Mendes is the Deputy Associate Director of Patient Care Service and Deputy Nurse Executive at the Audie Murphy VA Hospital. She's a big SAINA supporter. She's a role model for me in leadership. Let's welcome Dr. Lisa Mendes. Is Dr. Guru Prasad here? I think he's busy in other event, but he may come sometimes. Dr. Guru Prasad Krishnamurthy is a psychiatrist. He is working in VA healthcare system. I would like to introduce him not a doctor, but as one of the kindest person I ever met in my life. A good person to trust and role model anytime, adopt and adapt. Our family has a special relationship with him and his family, so we need people like him on this community. He is not here, so I am not going much. Father Boban Vatambrath, he was just here with us. Now he disappeared because, because he has a mass exactly at 7 o'clock, so he has to go. That is his responsibility, of course. Father Boban Vattapram is the pastor of St. Anthony's Knanaya Catholic Church and SAINA's spiritual guide, at least. He is one of the biggest supporters for SAINA and always encourages community events. He is a talent singer and a community leader. I'm welcoming him anyway. He's not here. Just give us a clap for him. Now, the beautiful young lady sitting in front of us, Asha John. She's a versatile dancer and a community program coordinator. For any professional performance in any community, the first face that flashes into our mind is Asha's face. Very recently, she coordinated a cultural program for a big event that over 6,000 people attended. She did very amazingly. If Ms. Asha is on board, no worries about cultural program. Welcome, Ms. Asha. Dr. Nelson, one of our founding members of SAINA, is the Vice President and Associate Chief Nursing Officer at University Health System. Dr. Nelson is like our family member. In most of our different organizations, we work together as a team. Unfortunately, he's not here, and he has to attend another national program there in Houston. But he did his responsibility. He sent his son and his nephew also. So, Mr. Raymond Towson, can you just get up so that, we can see just... Thank you. Thank you and welcome to the show. Our National American Indian Association President, Ms. Suja Thomas, she sent a video clip. She's been here with us last year, but she couldn't make it this year. So we'll see her, the video. Now, I stand before you today. I feel a deep sense of gratitude, pride, and humility. 2 years ago, I accepted the honor of leading the San Antonio Indian Nurses Association as a president, with 4 other wonderful leaders. With this gala, as we conclude our team, I reflect on the journey we have traveled together and the impact we have made as a united community. From the very beginning, our mission was clear: to serve, to lead, and uplift. Over the past 2 years, our team has worked tirelessly to bring that mission into life in ways that have touched countless lives. Together, we have demonstrated the power of compassion, collaboration, and resilience. Our initiatives have been diverse, addressing needs both within our community and beyond. One of the most heartwarming projects we undertook was the Shower and Shave program for homeless individuals. Homeless people who live under bridges do not have the opportunity, the lavishness of taking a shower. Our fellow human beings wanted to shower, but they couldn't. SAINA extended our hands and helped them to take a shower and shave. Seeing the dignity and hope it restored to so many was a powerful reminder of why we do and what we do. We also prioritized the professional growth of our nursing community through a leadership training workshop for the SAINA's leaders and the impact of APRN conferences. This event not only enriched our knowledge, but also empowered us to step into the leadership roles with the confidence and competence. Rather than focusing on learning, we as a group, we learned a dance. That was the magic treatment clicked by Ms. Asha John. In our commitment to education, we created a role play program for new nurses education, which was presented and telecasted on the VA private network. equipping young nurses with the practical and emotional readiness to step into their noble calling. We extended our hearts and resources to those in need, whether it was by offering financial assistance to members of facing challenges circumstances, awarding scholarships to our nursing students in US and in India, or providing support to veterans who have served this nation. In the critical stage, SAINA raised 13,845 to support one of our family. This team made into 2 weeks time, and thank you all of you for cooperating that. Our generosity reached far beyond borders. Through our contributions to Akshay Patra, one NGO in India, we were able to ensure that countless students received nourishing meal, giving them the strength to learn and dream. Each of these initiatives and so many others was only possible because the unwavering dedication and support of our members, partners, and the community at large. As I step down from this role, I am filled with gratitude for the extraordinary team I had the privilege to work with. To my fellow officers, can you please stand? Preeti Khanna, our coming president. Roshni Philip, Roshni, as our Roshni always correct me if I do anything wrong. Jay Thomas, she was our previous treasurer and the current treasurer. And our one and only boy, Ben Melina. And our advisory board chair, Misa Merchant, he couldn't make it. His cousin is in the hospital, so he just told me he's not coming. Some emergency. Thank you for your creativity, energy, and the commitment. I do remember the support and encouragement I received from the committee chairs and members. So many committee chairs and members are here. Thank you. Finally, to every members of SAINA, your trust and active participation have been the backbone of our success. You may see the numbers are very less today because we have two other Indian programs going on. So we need to scatter everywhere. That's the reason, So everybody called me and said, sorry, because I just assigned them. You go here, you go there, so this, okay. So while this marks the end of my presidency, it is not the end of my commitment to this organization. Again, I'm repeating, this is not the end of my commitment to this organization. I remain deeply invested in my mission and look forward to supporting our incoming leadership as they take us to new heights. As we celebrate our accomplishments tonight, let us remember that there is still much to do. The needs of our community, both locally and globally, are vast. I urge each of you to continue to serve with the same passion and purpose that was brought us here. Together, we can transform challenges into opportunities and dream to reality. In closing, I want to express my heartfelt thanks to the university health system. They are the golden sponsors for us. Okay. American College of Nursing, UT Health, and we have some small, even, 1 penny is good, so there are 300, 200, people donated for us to fulfill our dream. So a few names I'm reading here. Vinu Maveli, the realtor, he's not here. Then Tojo Charath, he's here. His wife, Beena Charath, she works in the university system. Thank you. And Mr. Sabu John, he is here, he's the relator, and his wife also working in university health system. Vincent Lucas, his wife is a nurse, and his kids, 2 of them are nursing students. They donated some money. Binu George, he has to attend some other program, so he's not here. and so many, so I don't remember everybody. There are some more, Tarun will announce later. So I am sure each penny you bestowed to us is utilized to its fullest for the betterment of our community. Thank you. Without your support, we couldn't do this much. Thank you again to each and every one of you for allowing me to honoring, serving as your president. The memories and milestones of these past 2 years will forever hold a special place in my heart. Let us move forward together with hope, courage, and love, always guided by the belief that we are stronger when we lift each other up. Thank you, and may we continue to make the difference because we have one life at a time. With the gratitude and best wishes, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Regina. Hello? Thank you, Ms. Regina.
So, by the way, why are you here? Are you a nurse?
What do you mean? What? I've been telling them this for like the past 3-4 years. I am not even the nurse. Why am I the MC here?
It doesn't mean that you help.
You know,
maybe.
I think the problem is you guys in SAINA just don't have people like me, as good as me, as cool as me to do this job, okay?
No. We have the young, talented, new nurses here. And, you know, do you
Like
want
who?
them?
Like who?
Let me see. Is Marilyn here? Marilyn, hey, Marilyn, come here. Let us see. Woo-hoo!
Who is Merlin?
So, will Marilyn, you show it, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Merlin, and I'm a nurse, an actual nurse, unlike Tarun here. So I'll show him that us nurses are also, you know, better than him. But I'm so happy that you guys are all here. It's my pleasure to be one of your MCs for tonight. Just a little bit about myself. I work as a registered nurse at the South Texas Veterans Healthcare System. Can I hear it for the VA? Woo! And I guess I see a few university. Can I hear it for university?
Okay, Merlin, let me put your MC instincts to test. We need an inaugural speech for our programs today. Do you know who will be good for that?
I see a few people from university, Methodist, Baptist even. But, you know, the superstars are all from the VA. You know, we hold it down. So who better than Dr. Lisa Mendez for our inaugural speech?
You know what? That's pretty good. I'll give it to you, Merlin. Yeah, pretty good MC instincts. I'll let you introduce Ms. Lisa.
So it's my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Lisa Mendez for the inaugural speech. Dr. Lisa Mendez has been appointed as the second Deputy Associate Director for Patient Care Services and Deputy Nurse Executive at Adiel Murphy VA Hospital. In this role, Dr. Mendez provides executive oversight to around 880 nursing staff across various healthcare locations, including the Northwest Healthcare Center, primary care, specialty care, home and community-based care, and more. With extensive nursing and leadership experience, she began her career in 2005 at the South Texas Veterans Healthcare System and previously served as the Chief Experience Officer. Dr. Mendez is a native of San Antonio, Texas, and holds a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, a Master of Science in Nursing, and a Doctorate of Nursing Practice. She is also certified as an Advanced Nurse Executive by the American Nurses Credentialing Center. Let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Lisa Mendez as I invite her to the stage.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you guys, okay? Miss Lisa, come on up. But for all the chief guests that we're gonna invite to the stage today, Mr. Edwin is gonna play some background music for them, and it's gonna be something hype, something nice. And I want you guys to look at them as they come up and tell me who does the best dance, who has the best walk up to the stage, okay? So from now on, we're gonna start doing that. Keep that in mind when we're playing the music.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me okay right here? Okay, perfect. Not trying to mess up this MC setup. And thank you for announcing the dance after I already got up here. We didn't plan that or anything. Well, thank you for that warm welcome, and thank you all for coming tonight. I know the team does a lot of work behind the scenes to make this possible. It's truly an event that I look forward to coming to year after year, seeing familiar faces, meeting new people. Ms. Perez, we've met over the phone, so I finally get to see her in person. So truly appreciate it. If you don't know someone that's in the building, go say hello. Networking is so important, and I always tell my team, building relationships is so important. So I'm honored to speak today on a topic of cultural competence in nursing and delivering inclusive and equitable care. And as I prepared my speech today, it really is just a take home that all of us can apply to, whether you're a bedside nurse, you're in a supporting role, you're in an executive role, or perhaps you're a practitioner of some sort. I truly believe that what I'm gonna share today, we can all work better and improve on to deliver inclusive and equitable care. So as nurses, we know that healthcare is more than just treating symptoms, right? It's about understanding the person as a whole, which includes their cultural background, their values, and their beliefs. A cultural assessment, as we learn in nursing, enables us to deliver care that respects individuals' cultures, values, and practices. By incorporating cultural consideration into nursing assessments, interventions, care plans, as nurses, we can improve health outcomes, we can enhance patient satisfaction, and we can contribute to the elimination of healthcare disparities. The importance of cultural competence. So it's not just a buzzword that we hear, it's truly essential to providing quality care. It involves being aware of our own cultural biases, learning about the cultures of the communities we serve, and most importantly, about applying that knowledge to ensure equitable care for all of our patients. For many, cultural misunderstandings or biases can affect how the experience of the healthcare system for our patients that come in to see us. This can create barriers to communication, lead to misdiagnosis, and ultimately result in poor health outcomes because they don't want to speak up or they fear that you're just not going to relate or understand. So the three things that I want you to remember today about practicing cultural competence, and I believe there are three things that we all do already, but we can do better, is to be an active listener. Take time to listen to your patient's concerns, their values, and most importantly, what their preferences are. This will help you build trust and lead to more accurate assessments as well as tailor their care plans, Education and training, we can never get enough, right? Ongoing education is so crucial. It's important for us to stay abreast and informed about the different cultures that we encounter and reflect on how cultural diversity impacts healthcare delivery. And lastly, we must create an environment that's inclusive. We have to create spaces and break down barriers. We have to make sure that our patients feel safe to express themselves without fear of discrimination. And that not only includes our patients, but also our staff, our peers that we work with. This includes being aware of language barriers. What are the religious beliefs? What are dietary restrictions? And then how do we make accommodations as needed? The impact on equity and cultural competence, it goes hand in hand in healthcare delivery. By recognizing and respecting each patient or employee, friend in the environment and their unique background, we help ensure that no one is left behind. This is particularly important in communities where there's health disparities are common. Nurses who practice cultural competence, we can contribute to closing gaps in healthcare. We can improve patient satisfaction, and we can contribute to better health outcomes for everyone. So in closing, it's clear that cultural competence is not just a skill for us. It's truly a mindset, and it's a commitment to providing care that recognizes dignity and individuality of every person that we encounter. As nurses, we are uniquely positioned to create an environment of trust, safety, and respect, which are vital to delivering equitable healthcare. By continuously educating ourselves, embracing diversity, and advocating for inclusivity in every aspect of healthcare, we are not only improving patient outcomes, but we're also elevating our nursing profession. I would like to thank you for joining me in this essential conversation this evening, and I encourage each of you to be leaders in fostering cultural competence, regardless of where your role is within your teams and your communities. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mendez, for that great speech. I now invite our president, Ms. Regina Caracat, to give her a plaque. Okay, so up next, we have a slight departure from the speeches. Many of you might know our very own Malathi Andy, who works so hard doing our gala raffles, as well as making sure everything we do is photographed, documented, and published on social media. What you might not know is that her success is a team effort. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special performance from Edwin Uncle, Malathi Andy's husband, who actually created for us the SAINA theme song. I invite Mr. Edwin to the stage for an anthemic performance of the SAINA theme song. Perhaps he can teach us the song and we can all sing along as well.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a joy, what a pleasure and an honor to be in your presence. I'm nothing to do with the medical science, only a patient. So patiently, I appreciate your patience. All right. When Dr. Prasanna Parakal, the then founding chairperson, came out with a proposal, why don't we write a theme song? I took it as a challenge and I prayed to the Lord, Lord, what can I do? So the Lord put in my heart a raga, South Indian classical raga called Todi, right? Todi raga, and 4 or 5 different rhythms. Every verse should be unique and different. You won't even imagine, can you imagine Dr. Misan Merchant, Malathi, and all these people, with the help of Dr. Rajam Ramamurthy, trying to do a choreography rehearsal. They wanted to make a dance out of this. So it's not going to be a boring song. Are you ready? If anybody remembers that song, please come to the stage, take up one microphone. Dr. Prasanna, anybody? Regina, who can? Please welcome. You're welcome to join me. The track music will be on. So it's a different languages, starting with Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam. So the Malayalam 2 verses are there. One was written by, it's a teamwork. So it's written by Dr. Hari Kochatiyu, all the way from Kerala. It's beautiful imagery, rich poesy. And the next verse in Malayalam was written by none other than Prasanna herself. All right, let's give a big hand to Prasanna. And the rest of the verses, 2 by me, my own songs, and then Reverend D.V. Daniel from one of the Lutheran hymnals. All right, let's go. SAINA, 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 SAINA. San Antonio Indian Nurses Association, SAINA. San Antonio Indian Nurses Association, SAINA. SAINA, 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 SAINA. एक तो हमारे दर्शन हैं सब जन मिलकर काम करे एक तो हमारे दर्शन हैं सब जन मिलकर काम करे साइना 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 This is like a peacock, beautiful. மயில் போல் அழகு கருங்குயில் போல் இனிமை பல நிறமெனினும் நாம் பழகும் பாங்கு மயில் போல் அழகு கருங்குயில் போல் இனிமை பல நிறம் எனினும் நாம் பழகும் பாங்கு ஒரு மனம் ஒற்றுமை என்றும் ஓங்கும் நானிலம் எங்கும் நறுமணம் கமழும் ஒரு மனம் ஒற்றுமை என்றும் ஓங்கும் நானிலம் எங்கும் நறுமணம் கமழும் சாய்னா 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 போலே ஆனைய போலே ஆனைய போலே கருத்துள்ளவன் எங்கள் ஆனைய போலே ஆனைய போலே ஆனைய போலே கருத்துள்ளவர் எங்கள் சமூக நன்மை ഞങ്ങൾ സമൂഹ നന്മ കാംക്ഷിക്കുന്നവർ ഞങ്ങൾ സമൂഹ നന്മ കാംക്ഷിക്കുന്നവർ സായ്ന 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 San Antonio Indian Nurses Association sign up San Antonio Indian Nurses Association sign up 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 The previous imagery was like elephant now this one a light and a vision Saina Saina telicha adya deepa shikkayum ivide Atura srinkala saina udicha devi like a sunrise Saina telicha adya deepa shikkayum ivide കൈത്തനലായി ശാന്തിയേകുമേ സൈന സാൻ അന്റോണിയോയുടെ പൊലിമ കൈത്തനലായി ശാന്തിയേകുമേ സൈന സാൻ അന്റോണിയോയുടെ പൊലിമ Saina, Saina. You can join together. Saina, Saina. Yes. Saina. San Antonio Indian Nurses Association sign up. San Antonio Indian Nurses Association sign up. 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 It's a Telugu verse. Mavendi Bhagyam Bulu Nive. Lord, you are our inspiration. Good Samaritan. Right? Mavendi Bhagyam Bulu Nive. Makunna Varamulu Nive. Mavendi Bhagyam Bulu Nive. Makunna Varamulu Nive. Madayambul Magehamul Ma Jeevitamu Madayambul Magehamul Ma Jeevitamu Saina SAINA, SAINA. Come on, saints. SAINA, 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 SAINA. San Antonio Indian Nurses Association, SAINA. Come on, San Antonio Indian Nurses Association. Very good. SAINA, 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 SAINA. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hallelujah. God bless you and thank you, SAINA.
Guys, please give it up again for Mr. Edwin. It's incredible that they were able to do that. And I know maybe you guys couldn't understand all of the lyrics in all the different languages. I didn't either. But I know that it's very powerful and it has deep, deep meaning to it. Now, I see you guys sitting there, but I don't see a lot of energy in you guys. So remember when I told you guys I want to teach you guys some Indian stuff, some cultural stuff, some stuff from when I was growing up? So I want to teach you guys a little something my grandfather taught me. Now, my grandfather was a great yogi in his time. He woke up every day at 5 a.m. And when he was in America, he stood in front of the heater because he was super, super cold, trying to defrost himself. And he stood there, and by 5:30, once he was defrosted enough, he would start doing his exercises, his yoga exercises. So I want to teach you guys one of those exercises, okay? Are you guys willing to learn this with me? Cool. Okay, so this is gonna be a slightly modified version of the spring, right? Now the idea is you put your hands in front of yourself like this. Now take a deep breath. Okay, now you're gonna pull your hands apart, but before you do it, imagine that there's a big spring in the middle of your hands, right? So you're fighting against the spring, fight against the spring, put all your strength in pulling that spring apart, and when you reach the apex of your reach, you're gonna come back really fast, okay? Okay, now let's do it again. Okay, now let's do it again. Now we're gonna speed this up. Oh, look at that. You guys do know how to clap, huh? What is this? From now on, if I see a program here, I want you guys doing the spring, okay? The whole time. All I want to see is spring. You guys did great with this. Maybe I'll teach you guys some other tricks if you guys are up to it. We'll see. Okay, so up next, we have a special video message from our very own NAINA Superstar President, Ms. Suja Thomas. If you guys don't know, NAINA stands for the North American Indian Nurses Association, and SAINA and all other local associations fall underneath NAINA. So she's currently serving as the clinical lead / nurse administrator at Samuel Stratton VA Medical Center, and is accomplished board-certified adult gerontology primary care. I am not a nurse or in the medical field, guys. And she also has the CWOCN consultant in acute care hospital with over 35 years of RN experience. Additionally, she also works at the adjunct facility at the Manipal College of Nursing and has served as a facility at the Maria College in Albany, New York. She is the founding president of the Indian Nurses Association of Albany and an advisory board member, and has contributed significantly at the national level with the National Association of Indian Nurses. She has won countless awards. Here's the thing about doing these intros for you guys, right? Every single person that comes up here, or as we're gonna see a video message, is so highly accomplished that when they send me their bios, it's 2 pages long. Now, it is very, very difficult for me to go in and cut that down into a manageable size, right? So if I mention something about someone and you're like, oh, that didn't sound as long or as impressive as one of the other ones, I probably left out one of their key accomplishments without even realizing it, right? Anyways, it is no surprise that NAINA is able to do such great things with a leader like Ms. Suja Thomas at the helm. And now I'd like to play a special video message she made just for our event today.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of SAINA, good evening. I would like to begin by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to Regina Caraca, the inspiring president of SAINA, for this gracious invitation, and to the extraordinary team behind tonight's event. Regina, your leadership shines brightly, and the dedication of your team is evident in every detail of this gathering. It takes a special kind of passion, resilience, and commitment to bring such a vibrant community together. And as nurses, we understand the meaning of dedication better than the most. In our world, where 12-hour shifts often stretch the limits of endurance, creating a celebration like this is nothing short of extraordinary. Tonight, we honor not only the effort, but the spirit that unites us as nurses, leaders, and change makers. I'm deeply honored to be among such dedicated, compassionate, and resilient professionals. This two-year term has flown by, and gatherings like these remind us of the strength we have as a community. We come together not only to reflect on our hard work, but to celebrate who we are, and of course, to have some fun. The journey of a nurse is no ordinary path. There are days when we go home exhausted. And there are those extraordinary moments when a family member thanks us with tears in their eyes, simply because we took that extra mile to listen to them and to care for them. In those moments, we know that we are exactly where we are meant to be. As the president of SAINA, I am constantly inspired by the dedication and resilience I see in all of you. We as Indian nurses in America are a unique group. We bridge two worlds, one grounded in rich tradition and culture, and another one rooted in cutting-edge innovation and technology. In a way, we are like the chai latte of the healthcare world, a mix of East and West, with a little spice thrown in for a good measure. And let's be honest, nurses are the original multitaskers. We are balancing a dozen things at a time, long before the smartphones started doing it. Now, with the high-tech tools, we are expected to be tech-savvy, evidence-based, and still find time to document every single move we make. No wonder they call us superheroes. Tonight is a celebration of all that we bring to healthcare. We are the beating heart of the hospital, the champions of patient care, the ones who manage to smile even behind a mask when things get tough. Let's take a moment to recognize our own resilience. No one understands the endless sacrifices, the late nights, the early mornings, and the emotional strength it takes to do what we do. Better than the people in this room to understand that. We go above and beyond every day, and tonight, let's truly celebrate the dedication and passion that we define as nurses. But remember, as much we take care of others, it is just as important to take care of ourselves. I mean, who among us hasn't been given the "you need to get more sleep and eat better" speech to a patient, while silently surviving on caffeine and 3 hours of sleep? Tonight, let's just pretend we are all perfectly balanced, shall we? To conclude, I want to remind each one of you of the profound impact you make every day. Our legacy is kindness, resilience, and strength. We may not wear capes, but make no mistakes, we are heroes in the eyes of those we serve. By being part of SAINA member, you are part of NINA, the National Association of Indian Nurses of America. We are not just part of a profession, we are part of a movement that is shaping the future of healthcare. Thank you for all your tireless commitments. Enjoy this wonderful evening. And remember, you deserve every bit of celebration tonight because, as we say in nursing, if you didn't document, it didn't happen. So let's make sure that we document the fun, laughter, and the memories we create together here. Cheers to each and every one of you. May God bless you all. Thank you.
I know she's not here right now, but Sujanti is a wonderful, wonderful person. In fact, last year for the gala, Sujanti and her husband came over to the house, and she stayed with us. And it was, first, they're just so nice. They're incredible people. But second, the gala ends at like 11 or 12 last year. We got home at like 1, and I'm 24 years old. My sister is like 26. We're passed out. But they're still going. They're like, oh my God, we're having so much fun. Let's keep talking. And we're like, guys, it's kind of late, no? So full of energy. She's amazing. We love you, Sujanti. I think she's going to see the video. So she's awesome. So up next, we're going to have Ms. Dina Perez-Graham. She is the Senior Vice President and Chief Nurse Executive for University Health. Ms. Perez earned her bachelor's degree. You guys can clap for university. I know they got a bad rap earlier. She earned her bachelor's degree from University of Incarnate Word School of Nursing, then earned her MSN from Grand Canyon University. She's a member of the Association of Texas Nurse Leaders, American Organization of Nurse Executives, Texas Hospital Association, American College of Healthcare Executives, and Texas A&M Health Science Center School of Nursing Professional Nursing Advisory Council. Miss Dina has been with us with University Health since March 2020, last serving as the Vice President and Associate Chief Nursing Officer over Trauma and Emergency Services. University Hospital is a level 1 trauma center for San Antonio and 28 counties in South Texas. Previous to her tenure with University Health, she worked with Baptist Healthcare over trauma and emergency services, women's critical care, orthopedic, and cardiac service lines. She's also gained valuable clinical and leadership experience as the Chief Nurse Executive at Chai St. Joseph's Health System, College Station, Texas, and Carodelet Health System, St. Joseph's Hospital in Tucson, Arizona. She has more than 25 years of experience in healthcare with hands-on leadership, analytical skills in nursing, strategic and operational leadership, nurse leadership development, financial management, process improvements, and implementation. Ms. Dina is a results-oriented nurse executive whose focus is on quality and patient safety. Like I said, guys, our guests tonight are highly, highly accomplished people. Let's give it up for Ms. Dina Perez.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you for allowing me to be here. It's such an honor. And if I tried to dance coming up those stairs, I'd be flat on my face. So I didn't do that. I embarrassed myself. I'm very, very honored to be here. When Regina asked me, this is one of my most favorite events all year long. And I try to make as many SAINA galas as I possibly can. This group is extra special to me, and we've gone through a great deal together, not only at university, but the prior hospitals as well, so I feel like it's family for me, so thank you for letting me be here today. Here to talk a little bit about cultural competence in nursing. You know, you had me follow the most two prestigious leaders here, following our SAINA president and Dr. Mendez, so much of what they said is extremely valid, obviously, and what we do every day. So you'll hear a little repetitiveness because it is so important. So the ability to understand cultural competence is the way we communicate and effectively interact with people all over the world, all over at various cultures and backgrounds, and we do it every day. I think our nursing teams don't even realize how well they're doing it. They're doing it naturally without thinking about it or without defining it. This skill set's essential for delivering any kind of inclusive and equitable care, as it helps nurses meet the diverse needs of our patients and provide respectful and responsible care regardless of their ethnicity, race, religion, language, gender identity, or socioeconomic status. So we need to think about how can we be more effective in what we do in healthcare and in nursing? How can we take excellent care of our patients? But how can we even expect to start and answer those questions if we don't know who our patients really are? So I was speaking to a couple of nurses and leaders this week thinking about tonight. And when I did speak to them, I spoke to about 7 people and asked them various questions about cultural competence in nursing. And it all centered around many of the same things that Dr. Mendez and our president of SAINA said. And it all centered around patient-centered care, regardless of who the patient was or where they came from. And then I had the honor to see our previous CEO this week and work with him on a panel interview. And I asked Mr. Hernandez, what is it I should say about tonight? And he said, well, Dina, and he's a big storyteller. He said, I'm a lawyer. So I knew it was gonna have some kind of legal background right away when he said I'm a lawyer. It wasn't gonna be truly about nursing, but he said, think about, what does your board tell you? So if you read our Nurse Practice Act, the Texas Board of Nursing will say that we require competencies. And you think you're going to start reading about the competencies for healthcare related issues with direct patient care, but it starts with things like we have to have competencies for gerontology, geriatric patients. You have to have competency for people that have been human trafficked, so human trafficking. And then it goes into competencies for different disease processes. And so those are the things that you practice every day that are important to our patients, and you're already practicing the cultural diversity when you take that into consideration. And then he went on to say, and this is Mr. Hernandez's quote, nurses are patient advocates, the glue of the hospital. And so I believe that any nurse anywhere in any organization is the glue of the hospital. Now, remember, we're 80% of that workforce, so the other teams really can't get a whole lot done without us, so they need us. And then if you think about the things that make up cultural competence and providing equality, they're key elements that include things like awareness of personal bias. So being a young nurse, I thought I had no biases, and I thought I knew a lot. And most of our young nurses, especially today, do have, I think, the same mindset. Now, I know my bio said 25 years, but I'm pretty old, so it's really over 35 years. I guess I should update that. And 35 years ago, my biases were completely different, or my thought process was completely different than today. So you need to examine and recognize what you believe in, what your assumptions are, and how you interact with your patients. The self-awareness alone can provide unintentional discrimination if you're not careful, and it allows us today for a more open-minded practice. So little things that I learned early on as a brand new nurse my first year, we had a patient in the ICU that wasn't doing well. And it was very important that he had his shaman come and burn sweetgrass in his room for a prayer. He's Western Indian gentleman. And we're in an ICU with a vent and oxygen. I'm thinking, I can't start a fire with sweetgrass in this room. What am I gonna do? So, night shift, we get real resourceful. So we took a couple of leaders and they did help me. So this particular hospital wasn't, 12 levels like we're used to in university. It was one single floor, but many, many, many acres and square footage. So we sat by a window and were able to have the shaman on the inside, somebody from their group on the outside, and they burnt the sweetgrass outside the window, and then we blew it in. And it was enough for the family and the patient to be very, very happy. Now, the patient was intubated and sedated, but it was very important for that family. They felt that he could not continue to heal unless he had that sweetgrass. So I didn't know what I was doing back then. I was just trying to make that patient and family happy. Today, I know that was part of cultural competence. The other element would be cultural knowledge and sensitivity. When we gain knowledge on various cultural practices and beliefs, I think it's extremely valuable, kind of like that sweetgrass. When we understand our common communities, especially the ones that we serve locally, that's really important. So you have to understand their norms, their beliefs, what their family believes in, and as Dr. Mendez said, dietary practices, so that you can personalize their care and be more respectful. And it's not easy to do all those things, so you have a whole support team to help you do that. Our vegan population, we can go on and on for people that can or cannot have certain dietary elements, and so we have to make sure that we are that patient's advocate. We have to have, one of the most important things is effective communication. There are so many language barriers that we think that we know, and many misunderstandings. And when Joint Commission comes to visit, they're quick to show us, especially last week, how we didn't use interpretation and interpreters correctly. So there's a lot of education and education materials that goes into nonverbal communication and literacy levels for our patients and families so that we can ensure clear and effective communication. Those are all things we really need to be concerned with. The other element, adaptability in care delivery. Cultural competence means being willing to adapt care practices to meet the unique needs of your patient, not our own beliefs, but of our patient. This could mean adjusting treatment plans. It could mean incorporating important rituals. It could mean patients' preferences around modesty and gender roles or clinical interactions. So those are the things that we have to think about with each and every individual patient that we care for. One of the last elements I wish to mention is advocacy for equity. Culturally competent nurses advocate for resources and policies to reduce disparities in healthcare. This can include pushing for more accessible care options, different options in care, supporting culturally sensitive mental health services, which we all do, and helping patients navigate through our health system, just helping somebody through the front door. It's all very convoluted in healthcare. My little sister once told me, we're at university, she'd never been there before, and she said, no, I'm sorry, we were visiting a friend at a hospital. It wasn't university, we're at a hospital I'd never been to before in a big city. She goes, where's the bathroom? I said, what do you mean, where's the bathroom? I don't know, I've never been here before. And she tells me, well, I can walk into a mall and find any bathroom. Okay, a little different, but when you get into big healthcare systems like ours, you have to be able to read people and know what's going on around you, because it could be somebody at the front door, could be somebody in the hallway, and we have people from all over the world coming into our organizations now, and you have to really be considerate of each and every individual and figure out which direction they're going and try to help them so they can get to that loved one they're looking for in that hospital. By integrating cultural competence into our practices, nurses can improve patient trust, satisfaction, and outcomes. And trust is probably the biggest thing that we do. The ultimate goal is to create an environment where all of our patients feel understood, respected, and empowered in their healthcare journey. This approach supports health equity, reduces disparities, and ensures that every patient receives the quality and person-centered care. And then I'll end with just a couple quotes. I wanted to make sure that I believed what our board members believe and what some of our providers believe after hearing what our nurses had to say. So I asked a couple of our members in our community, and I want to give you a couple quotes. And I have to say, out of the 10 quotes, I've got just a couple, but the best one was our own Dr. Sagan, which comes from the Indian community, just saying. Okay, so our president and chair of the university board, he said, Dina, just remember to tell everybody about each person's patients. Each person and patient in our care is of the utmost importance. When they come to see us, they need to know that. This is proven when the main hospital, all our clinics and Women's and Children's Hospital, we must ensure we provide exceptional delivery for each patient care each time. This means training, dedication, commitment that each one of our team members shows that we deeply care about each patient in our community. That was Jimmy Haslocker. Then Dr. Sagan, he's the chair of our Department of Medicine, and he stated, in my personal journey from training in India to practicing in the Midwest and now Texas, I think our patients search for empathy and connection, irrespective of state or continent. It is incumbent upon us as healthcare providers to remain curious and to cultivate a growth and a mindset. Understanding and respecting our patients' cultural, social, and lifestyle preferences helps us understand their approach to a medical decision that they have to make. This can help shift the lens from a provider-guided care to patient-centered care, which is ultimately going to lead to better compliance with treatment plans. In addition, a clinician-patient relationship is based on mutual trust and understanding that makes our interactions with our patients more joyful. And then the last quote, which I thought again was leading back to patient-centered care, is one of our trauma orthosurgeons, Dr. Frank Budicavoli. He says, Dina, do the same thing every time. Every patient is your mom. That's Fred Corley. So out of all those quotes and the nurses' feedback, they all centered on the patient-centered care aspect. So I think that's the most important thing we can think about when we're taking care of one another, our patients, our families, and our friends. Thank you for letting me be here today.
Thank you so much, Ms. Perez-Graham, for that inspiring speech. I invite Dr. Prasanna Parakal to hand over her the plaque. So up next, we'll be having a musical program performed by none other than our very own SAINA member, Gloria Auntie's husband, Mr. John Williams. I mean, if you know anything about Gloria Auntie, she always has some biryani or some butter chicken to give everyone, so it's always so much fun seeing her, and it's always so delicious. But Mr. John Williams is an incredibly talented musician who's going to absolutely wow us with his performance. Let's give it up for Mr. Williams.
Somewhere here. Yeah, no, here. Do you need one for your yeah. I wish I stand and play, but those days are gone. So I will sit and play comfortably. Okay? I think it is here. It's okay.
Edwin Arumanayagam. Sometimes I do not know whether he has 10 fingers or 20 fingers. And he's an amazing musician. I'll just accompany him. Okay?
Check. All that I do is digital, piano or keyboard, all electronic simulated sounds. But when Uncle John or John Kurapati Anna plays, it comes from this heart and soul and the power of his lungs. That's why he's just blowing through the harmonica, right? It's very unique. Let's give another round of applause. John Williams, hallelujah. This song is about God as potter and we as the clay. If we are pliable and obedient, the rest will be history. Amen.
చేతితో నన్ను పట్టుకో నీ ఆత్మతో నన్ను నడుపు సృష్టి చేతిలో శిలను నేను అనుక్షణము నన్ను చెక్కుము సృష్టి చేతిలో శిలను నేను అనుక్షణము నన్ను చెక్కుము
Wow, guys, what an incredible performance that they just pulled out like that. Let's give them one more round of applause. And I'm reminding you guys one more time that it's okay to clap while they're performing, okay? It's just gonna encourage them on. It's not gonna distract them. They're professionals. It's just gonna encourage them on. So make sure anytime we have a performance here, I need to hear those hands clapping, okay? Alrighty. So up next, we're gonna change it up a little bit and go on to one of the most awaited parts of our SAINA Galas, which is the awards and recognition part. In this part, we recognize all our SAINA members who are done an exceptional job in one way or another, and we make sure to announce it out to the world so they know what a great job they're doing. So I would like to invite to the stage the head of the awards committee chair, Ms. Sunita, to announce all our awards.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody is enjoying this evening. So my name is Sunanda Rajagowda. I'm also a family nurse practitioner. Thank you, Ms. Regina, for giving me this opportunity to announce the awards, and I really appreciate that. So SAINA runs an awards program to recognize and celebrate outstanding nurses and healthcare professionals. They aim to honor their contributions, promote their accomplishments, and highlight the positive impact they have had on colleagues, patients, families, and communities. The program also acknowledges individuals who support nursing without being nurses themselves. So I'm going to call Exemplary Nursing Student Award, Ms. Jesna James.
And as we announce these awards,
Please.
can we please have all the chief guests come to the stage as well? All our chief guests, please come to the stage so we can recognize these people in the most beautiful way.
I'm going to invite. So the first award, Exemplary Nursing Student Award, goes to Jesna James. Rising Star Nursing Award goes to Tara Matthew. Tara Matthew. Okay. Exemplary Professional Practice Award goes to Dr. Preeti Khanna. So the next award goes to Transformational Leadership Award to Dr. Prasanna Prakal. Please. The Faculty/Educator Award goes to Ms. Gloria John. Lifetime Achievement Award goes to one and only one, Misson Merchant. He is not here today, so I think I would request Ms. Regina to take his award, please. I want you to take it. Team Member Excellence Award goes to Bijoy James. Please come on the stage. Honorary Membership Award goes to Gyani Balla. Gyani? Is she here? She's not here. Community Activist Award goes to Shinto Thomas. Where is it? The Nurse of the Year Award goes to Dr. Simol Thomas. Best Volunteer Award goes to Malati Edwin. Where is she? The Best Fundraising Award goes to Kushnimai Khan. Please come on the stage. The next award is a special award, so I'm going to call our President Regina to announce this award.
So last year onwards, we started to give Best Samaritan Award. Last year, I know Miss Gloria got it. But this year, who is supposed to get it? Anybody? Wow, you are right. Grace. Grace Ravichandran. Did you see the decorations? Last year and this year, she's the one who did, and always she's helping us. You know, if anything we need, Grace is there. Come on, Grace.
So the next session for the awards goes to all the chairs of the committees of SAINA. The Professional Development and Education Chair, Dr. Manjusha Mapril. Please come on the stage. Bylaw Chair, Supreet Sethi. Membership Chair, Merlin Joseph. Social and Cultural Chair, Beena Chorat. Election Chair, Gigi James.
Call them up like one
Okay.
after the other.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. It.
Yeah, they'll line up over there.
Award and Scholarship Chair, it goes to myself, Sunanda. Editorial and Journal Chair, Alfin Milton. Public Relation Chair, Ram Gunansekar. Fundraising and Charity Chair, Shilu Marcos. APR and Farm Chair, Dr. Tessie Cadaville. Doctoral Advisory Chair, Dr. Alice Anthony. Policy Making Committee Chair, Dr. Bindu Sam. The next awards goes to the executive and advisory team. Can I announce it? To our president, Regina Caracat. Now it goes. These are the plaque ones. These are plaque and goodie bags now. I would like to invite all our executive and advisory team to come on the stage, please. President Regina Caracat, President-elect Dr. Preeti Khanna, Vice President Ven Malina, Secretary Roshni Philip, Treasurer Jai Philip, Advisory Chair Misan Merchant, that we are missing him today. I'm going to invite some members who were selected for scholarship from SAINA. A nursing student, Christy Binson. NP student, Marlene Joseph. Christy Binson. Marlene Joseph, NP student. Tracy Lopez Abrams. Sonia Siena. Dr. Simon Thomas. Congratulations to all the awardees. Now I would like to invite Ven Malina to give a speech.
Thank you, chief guests. Appreciate you guys. Please be careful as you get off the stage. I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Ven Malina. I am the current Vice President of San Antonio Indian Nursing Association. Thank you. I am the oncoming, I will be the oncoming President-elect. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. As representing the EB, the Executive Board here, I have a few words to talk about our president. She didn't even know we're doing this. Just a little appreciation for her. So good evening, everyone. It is my privilege to take a moment today to express our sincere gratitude to an exceptional leader, Regina Caracat, for her last 2 terms of SAINA's leadership, being a president. So can we give a big round of applause to Regina? So, Regina, your dedication, vision, and tireless efforts have been the driving force behind our progress and success. Whether navigating challenges, inspiring new ideas, or uniting us as a community, your leadership has left an indelible mark on this organization. And you did it with such grace, poise, and such humility. So I appreciate everything that you have done from the Executive Board, from the San Antonio Indian Nursing Association. Thank you for your leadership. And we have a little token of appreciation from the Executive Board. So we'll give a little thank you. You didn't even know. So you're supposed to act surprised. More surprised. So thank you so much.
Hello, hello. No. So we'll stop soon, but I have few members to announce here, just for kind of special guests. I'll just stop soon, okay? Is Karthik here? Karthik, IASA President? No. Ms. Mary Hernandez from Methodist. Come in, sir. Last year we gave a lot of Punnadas, but this time only for few people. Just Mary Hernandez is always helping us and a big supporter of SAINA. So, next is Dr. Cicely David, Dr. Cicely David. Mr. Kin, is Kin here? Kin? Kin.
It went so well.
Oh, thank you. Is Mr. Kin? Okay. Mr. Tom Culwell. Okay, I'm sorry. He's from university. Is Miss Ify here? Ify? Ify. Come on. Thank you. Miss Ify? Then... My phone is missing. Now, Dr. Hussain, he's one of our sponsors. He's from university. Lori is from maternity, so she is my preceptor. When I started my assistant nurse manager position, she was teaching me, and she is from outpatient mental health, and she is the assistant manager over there. So, and next is Charu. I need to give her some donation. We need to give some donation. Our major donation is will be giving to the charity Wayanad landslide. What was that? Yeah. So we are still collecting the money. So we are going to India in December. So we give the money over there. But now she is the president of Triumph Academy. That's for the breast cancer. Triumph for? Hope for Triumph. So we'll be giving her a small amount of money, okay? Yeah. Okay, so let's continue. Fast, we'll finish it. It's already late. Okay. Okay. Where are the MCs? Missing?
Okay, everyone, how are we doing? I know that's always the longest part of the gala night, But it is also the most important part of the gala night because it is important to recognize and commemorate the people who are doing such a great job with us. So now, I think it's time you guys woke up a little bit, huh? What do you guys think? Yeah, so I'd like to invite Mala the auntie to the stage, and we're gonna do a few raffle drawings. I don't know, how many of you guys signed up for the raffles? Awards? Okay, well, she has some more awards to give actually first.
Greetings to all of you. I'm going to give you an important award. You all know we raise funds through making biryani for Wayanad tragedy. Many lives have been lost and they lost houses, family members, and we decided to raise funds through making biryani. And two main cooks cooked biryani. Can you guess who are those main cooks? Very good. Yes. So, and let me be brief. I need to mention this even though I'm taking all your time. My sister, my one and only sister, and Regina Karakat, they both volunteered to make biryani. It was a process, and she made biryani for 120, and Regina made for more than 100. And I will be panic even to cook for 5 people. But they let me make biryani, and she made process, and step by step she made it, and that process was impactful to make biryani fundraiser. So we decided to go around and we sold plates. Mainly VA hospital and University Hospital bought those biryani, and they raved our appetite. My goodness. So, Miss Grace Ravichandran is getting Top Taste Bud Award. So, we decided to buy a pot award because she cooked. Isn't that nice?
You call me?
Next. Grace. You know how busy our SAINA's president, but still, Malati, you sell as much as you want. Let me cook. I said, are you sure, Regina? Don't worry about numbers. Just go get orders. I will cook, I will deliver. And she came to University Hospital and she delivered to-go boxes full of biryani. It was so easy to sell because before I go, they come running like flies.
Yes!
See, Molly with food. So we got a brand name. delicious biryani. And even though she was a president, she drove several miles. You know, her house is far away, and she brought and delivered food. She is getting Top Taste Bud Champion Award. Regina, we'll get more orders. Okay, can you open that? So, we have decided, we announce anybody who gets orders more than 10 plates, we will recognize. So 3 of them, Misa Merchant, he's my director, by the way, and he got 15 plates for all his staff. So he is getting a recognition. Yeah, he's not here. So he's getting fundraising legacy award. The reason why I'm telling, next year when we raise fund, even you sell plates, even you buy plates, even when you eat, we will recognize. Okay? So he's getting that award. On behalf of Sam, Tom, can you come and get it? He's also a house supervisor, former house supervisor. On behalf of Misa Merchant, he's going to get this award.
I'm sure he's grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miles.
Open. Who's the next one? Mariamma Saju from 5 ACU. And she quickly got 10 plates and she got this award. Guys, selling 10 plates is very easy. You'll get an award. Next year, please grab this award. She's not here. We will deliver. Anyone from 5 ACU or on behalf of Mariamma, can you get this award? Next one is Michelle Cottage from 12 MSU. Always, whenever we raise funds, fundraising activities, she will volunteer and she will sell. Most of the nurses from AMSN bought nearly 12 plates she sold. So we will give this award to her. Thank you, everyone. There is one more person, Tara. She sold 25 plates in VA hospital. We will also give her. Thank you. Mine, most impactful fundraising. Get the back.
So there is one more, the most impactful, wonderful fundraising person. That's Maladi. Maladi is always there for, she's the cheering lead in our SAINA. So Maladi is getting an award. Oh, that's why the gold bag. Yes.
Thank you. The award.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Good one.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, so everyone wake up. I see y'all sleeping. But up next, we have a chief guest speech by Miss Asha John. Miss Asha John is the director of Asha Dance Academy, teaching various styles of classical, cinematic, and fusion styles of dance. She's professionally trained in several classical styles of dance and has had dance schools in Chicago, New York, Florida, and San Antonio. Miss Asha has won numerous awards, included the reputed Kala Tilagam title in Chicago twice, and has choreographed for numerous stage and star shows throughout the country. She is also one of the organizers of the largest Diwali celebrations in the country here in San Antonio. Ms. Asha was also part of a professional Kuchipudi dance troupe and toured throughout the US and Canada for 6 years. She's a computer engineer by profession and originally from Chicago, but is currently settled here in San Antonio with her husband, Dr. Bijo John, and 3 children. I can speak from personal experience, as I have learned dance from her, that she's one of the most patient and humble dance teachers out there. So let's give a warm welcome to Ms. Asha John.
Good evening, everyone. I am sure you are probably more hungry than wanting to hear my speech, so I will talk as fast as I can, and those that want to actually listen to what I say, maybe you can watch the recording later and slow it down. It is truly an honor to stand before such exceptional group of dedicated professionals here tonight, and I thank SAINA and Regina Chechi for this wonderful opportunity to speak before you. We gather here not just to celebrate the incredible contributions of nurses and the wonderful platform SAINA has given to all of you to honor your work, but also to recognize the spirit of service that runs deep within the profession, an unwavering commitment to healing, to caring, and to making a difference in the lives of others. I may not be a nurse by profession, but I also share that same commitment in giving back to the community. I was born and raised in Chicago at a time when, although there were many Indians, there were far few opportunities and organizations for me to get help from the community. So you really relied on those around you. And my parents, they came in the 70s, the early 70s, so they were often points of contact for those who recently migrated to the US. When I think back to that time, I remember the sense of happiness and joy I felt when my parents and their friends celebrated each other's personal victories, like a promotion, buying a car, or a house, because they were all rooting for each other's success. They knew of each other's struggles and the amount of work and dedication it took to reach those milestones. They took joy in helping those around them to succeed. So as I got older, it was only easy for me to become a volunteer in the community as well. I wanted to give back to the community just as much as I had taken. Since the time my oldest has been in kindergarten, every year I seem to rack up a minimum of 1,000 hours for volunteering and have consistently received the Volunteer Presidential Award, and it very nicely sits in the back of my closet in a pile. But I am proud to say that all 3 of my children last year received Volunteer Presidential Service Awards. For me, volunteering isn't just about giving back to the community, it's about creating a ripple effect of kindness, empathy, and responsibility that I hope will inspire others, especially my children, just as my parents did for me. I fondly remember working with the Indian Nurses Association of Illinois over 20 years ago as we put together a dance drama on Florence Nightingale. It was also for their gala celebration. And today, it is an honor to get to work with and watch as SAINA grows. It is amazing to see how much SAINA has achieved in this short time since its inception. Now, whenever there's an event or anything that requires medical expertise, the first name that comes to mind is SAINA. Recently at Diwali SA, one of my dancers was experiencing some leg pain just before their program. And I quickly remembered SAINA is actually there volunteering at the first aid booth. I ran over, and within minutes, Regina Chechi and Roshni came with their equipment and got my dancer, back into shape and ready to perform. It doesn't sound like much, it was just in the line of their work, but to us, that meant the world. That meant my group, who, if you've seen my dances or been in my group, every person is important, every person has a role, and they were able to continue to perform that night. And it might not have meant that much to them, but it meant the world to us. So I thank SAINA for being there for the countless community events throughout San Antonio, especially for my group. In closing, I want to say, when you volunteer, you touch lives in ways that go far beyond what is seen in the clinical setting. You uplift communities, inspire others to give back, and most importantly, embody the very essence of compassion that is at the core of nursing. Giving back isn't just something we do when it's convenient, it's a way of life. And the real value of success is not measured by what we acquire, it's by what we give. Thank you.
Okay, so up next, we'll be having a dance by our very own Aarti and Hannah. Let's give them a round of applause.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Boy, you're a banger. Mala body ganger. Timma chara kitti boy. Tomba chulli malam. Petti putti katti chitte anju pattu mangum. Then I got a biggin boy. Kannu putti paadum is the brown color chip. Ma with a drip. Right from the top boy. That tella chip. What's the chain on your neck boy? Kafiraji. Just in case when you hit boy. God legit. Hey boy, you're a banger. Mala body ganger. Timma chara kitti boy. Tomba chulli malam. Petti putti katti chitte anju pattu mangum. Then I got a biggin boy. Kannu putti paadum is the brown color chip. Ma with a drip. Right from the top boy. That legit. What's the chain on your neck boy? Kafiraji. Just in case when you hit boy. God legit. Hey.
All that movement got me shook. I'm tripping off of that body. Shorty dripping, she got sauce. I think she knows she a baddie. Jacking Miss bag, she kept on the tag. Only to make all the petty oh mad. I'm picking up on the reddest of flags, but shorty too bad. Shorty too sexy about it. She know that she got it. She know that I want it. She bad. Popping that thing 'cause she got it. She push it and drop it. She turn everything to a fan. She got that. I give her that. Yeah, she got that. I give her that.
Alrighty, guys, how was that? Yeah. You guys are sounding a little tired. I think you guys are ready for the food, maybe? Yeah, I can't hear you. There you go, yeah. So I think we do have a few more programs for you, but we're gonna go ahead and open up the dining hall so everyone can go over there. And in a few minutes, we're gonna resume with our programs, and you guys can just watch while eating. The best of both worlds, right? Alrighty. So let's make sure we have the dining room open now. And you guys can start streaming in. And in the next couple of minutes, once you guys get some food, we'll resume with our programs, okay? Thank you, guys.
Okay, everyone, I hope y'all are enjoying the food and enjoying dinner. As you guys eat, I'm just gonna have another video message from Dr. Nelson Twazone. So Dr. Nelson Twazone is the Vice President and Associate Chief Nursing Officer at University Health System. Dr. Twazone has extensive in nursing practice, academia, and executive leadership. His involvement in professional associations, advisory boards, and chambers of commerce have influenced nursing practice, education, and regulations, public policy, and workforce development. He is the president of the New Jersey Board of Nursing and has served as a magnet appraiser team leader for the American Nurses Credentialing Center. He currently serves as a board member of the Alliance of Nurses for Healthy Environments and member of the Board of Trustees of Columbia Southern University. In recognition of his significant contributions to improve healthcare, promote the welfare of nurses and nursing students, and advance the nursing profession, Dr. Twazone received the Luther Chairman Award from ANA in 2024. He was inducted as a Fellow of the American Academy of Nursing in 2020. Dr. Twazone received a bachelor's degree in nursing and a Master of Arts of Education from the Angeles University Foundation, Philippines. Master of Science in Nursing from Seton Hall University, Master of Business Administration from Monmouth University, Doctor of Business Administration from North Central University, and a Doctor of Nursing Practice from Grand Canyon University. So let's give it up for Dr. Nelson Twazone.
Namaste. Regretfully, I am not able to join all of you tonight, but I am honored to give greetings to all of you. I still remember the first time I arrived at the University Health System. Each time I made rounds, I'd be meeting many of you, and I'd ask if there were an organization, an Indian nursing organization in San Antonio. And I can see the excitement and the enthusiasm whenever we thought of an idea that we will form an organization for the Indian nurses in San Antonio. Then one day I had the opportunity and truly an honor to have Prasanna, Malati, Bina, and Mariama. We were in Dr. Tommy Asin's office, and we just brainstormed on how to form an Indian Nursing Association in San Antonio, but we wanted to start the organization at University Health. I know Suja was not in the office at that time, but her spirits were definitely there because we were talking about it, and I could see in the faces of Mariama, Malati, Prasanna, and Bina that Suja wanted to be there. So anyways, we had our first meeting. A few weeks later, I still remember we were in the operating room classroom, and I was not surprised at all, but the room was full. It was full of enthusiastic and energetic nurses from India. And of course, we had great food. And that day was momentous because that was the day that SAINA was born, and Dr. Prasanna Parakal was unanimously voted as the founding president. And as they say, the rest is history, because you have a leader who was a visionary and who had a lot of ideas on how to make Indian nurses even more prominent in San Antonio. Little did we know that later on that it will go beyond San Antonio. And then of course Sam followed as the next president, and he elevated SAINA not only in San Antonio, but in Texas, and then at the national level. So I was really pleased and honored to have been part of the launching of SAINA. And then when Regina became the president, my heart was full because Regina had been a very kind leader who is always thinking about the members and the community. Under her leadership, I had been able to attend some of your community events, and I might actually have gained a few pounds because I've enjoyed all the Indian food whenever we have events. Whoever was the president of SAINA, what I can say is that it's been a privilege to see. We started with over 100 and became 200 members, probably the fastest growing professional organization in San Antonio. And Prasanna, Sam, and Regina have made it a point that SAINA is an integral member of the San Antonio Nursing Consortium, whether it be the Stop the Bleed the annual Patient Safety Conference, or the upcoming Best 25 Nurses of South Central Texas. So it's truly an honor and privilege to have been part of SAINA and will continue to be part of SAINA. I wish all the honorees and awardees, and especially the chief guests, a great evening. I know you all will have a wonderful celebration. Shubh Ratri.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time you guys woke up a little. It's time we got a little bit more hype up in here. And so, we're gonna go ahead with a super hit Adipoli dance program. Super hit Adipoli dance program by the girls. I invite Merlin Joseph, Ria James, Shiloh Marcos, Christy Benson, Jennifer Benson, Jeshna James, Aditi Karakat, and Angela Milton to the stage for a super hit dance performance. So guys, please come on out to the stage. I know you guys are still eating, but just turn your heads to look over here a little bit every once in a while. And I promise you, this is gonna be an incredible performance, and you guys are gonna have a great, great time. How was that, guys? What? You guys just ate and this is all the energy you have? You just got filled. Let me hear it again. How was that? Okay, there we go. Well, now I have a little challenge for the next performers. The girls who just danced are the young girls of SAINA, right? The young girls in San Antonio. But what if I tell you will the older ladies of SAINA be able to be more hype than the young girls of SAINA? So now, I invite to the stage, let me consider my notes here for a second. Regina Karakat, Simon Shinto, Gigi James, Subida Kandarapalli, Viji Totem, and Shija Benson to the stage for a SAINA ladies dance. This is going to be an incredible performance by the ladies of SAINA, so make sure you guys are applauding them and encouraging them to keep dancing. was that, guys? Now, let me ask you guys a question. I need you guys to cheer if you thought the girls did the dance with more energy, or do you guys think the ladies did the dance with the more energy? Who do you guys think? Cheer for the, oh wow. I didn't even have to ask. Everyone said ladies. You guys have some catching up to do. I don't even know where the girls are. All right, guys, so as you guys know, we are going short on time. So I'm gonna invite Mr. Ven Molina to the stage to do our vote of thanks, and then we'll announce the election results, and that will be the end of the night. So I hand it over to Mr. Ven Molina.
It's okay, I can bend. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for waiting patiently. I wanted to take a moment to give a vote of thanks for being here. So on behalf of the San Antonio Indian Nursing Association, I am honored to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to all who made this gala evening possible. This gathering reflects the dedication, resilience, and heart of our nursing community, and its privilege to recognize and celebrate our achievements together. And that's exactly what we did in this gala evening. To our event organizers, volunteers, and every hand that contributed to tonight's success, thank you for your dedication and attention to detail. You have made tonight's event a celebration and a seamless experience, and your hard work is deeply appreciated. And of course, to our sponsors, to our dedicated members that are always there, our volunteers that are always there. I can see you all from here. Thank you so much. Thank you might sound like just a word for you guys, but as an association, from the EB, from the GB, everybody as an association, we thank you so much for the countless hours that you spend with our association, your time, treasure, and talents. We appreciate you all, and thank you for making this evening a wonderful, successful event. And also, we want to thank all of our sponsors again, and also our Meta Church for giving us this beautiful venue, and our decorators. So we thank you so much. We hope that you had a wonderful time with us tonight, and we thank you for joining us.
I've been getting in a lot of exercise today. Thank you, Van. Up next, we're gonna have the election results as well as the oath for the new team in SAINA. So I'd like to invite our election committee chair, Gigi James, to the stage, as well as to expedite the process, if I can have Preeti Khanna, Ven Molina, Ram, I don't know how to say your last name, I'm gonna skip it. Ram, Sunitha Auntie, and Gloria Auntie to the stage, and we'll get on with the election results. So if I can have all those people to the stage, if I can have Preeti Auntie, Ven Molina, Ram, Sunitha Auntie, and Gloria Auntie to the stage, we can get started with the results.
Good evening, everyone. Are you all ready and excited for the oath ceremony? Okay, first let me introduce myself. My name is Gigi James. I am the election committee chair. Along with my co-chair, Shindo Thomas, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to the current leadership under Regina Karakat. Your leadership, vision, and unwavering commitment to SAINA have paved the way of the progress and strengthened the foundation. At the same time, we would like to extend heartfelt congratulations to the new executive team under the leadership of Dr. Preeti Khanna. This is such an exciting milestone, and we have no doubt that your leadership will bring continued success, innovation, and growth to the organization. Once again, congratulations and best wishes. Now, all newly elected officers, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Solemnly pledge in the presence of God and before this gathering that I will lead San Antonio Indian Nurses Association with utmost honesty, accountability, and transparency in all interactions within the organization. I further promise to uphold the mission, vision, and values of the organization, to excel our professionalism, and the visibility in the United States of America and beyond. I will conduct all business ethically and perform all duties vested upon the office that I am elected to absolute best of my ability. Help me, God. Okay, this concludes the oath ceremony. Now you are duly installed as the members of the Executive Board and the Governing Board of SAINA. Congratulations again.
Can we also have the current member, the board members? Regina? Can we also have the current board members with them to take the photo? Okay, so one more photo with this. All right, guys, and with that, okay, we're gonna have a quick few words from our new future president, Preeti Auntie.
I'll make it very, very short, and that was very long, but I'll make it in few sentences. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and honored guests, as I stand before you today, I'm filled with a profound sense of gratitude and responsibility. It is an immense honor to accept the role of the President of the San Antonio Indian Nursing Organization for 2025 and 2026. I want to express my sincere thanks to each of you for your trust and support, and for the hard work and dedication you have shown in advancing this profession. As I take on this leadership role, I'm reminded of the challenges we face as a profession. But with every challenge comes an opportunity for us to unite, to innovate, and advocate for change. Let us also work to enhance our visibility in the healthcare landscape. I encourage each of you to get involved, to share your ideas, and to bring your unique perspectives to the table. Your experiences and insights are invaluable, and as we navigate the challenges ahead, together we can cultivate a culture of excellence, compassion, and advocacy within our organization. As I step into the role of the president, I want to take a moment and gracefully thank Regina and the team for an exceptional leadership and dedication during the term. Dr. Prasanna Packerel, the founding president, Ms. Sam Merchant, ex-president, and Regina Karakal's vision and commitment have not only guided our organization, but also inspired us, each of us, to strive for excellence. Their achievement have set a standard, and I'm truly honored to follow in their footsteps. Thank you for your support and for building such a solid foundation that I'm excited to build upon. I look forward to continue your legacy and working together as a team. In closing, I want to remind you that our strength lies in our unity. Let us support one another, lift each other up, and work tirelessly to advance the nursing profession. I'm excited about what we can achieve together in the upcoming years. Thank you for this incredible opportunity, and I look forward to serving you with my team as your next president and working alongside with each of you to make a lasting impact in our community and our profession. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Preeti Auntie. We look forward to the future of SAINA with Preeti Auntie at the helm. All right, guys, and with that, our events have come to an end. I hope you guys had a great night. I hope, I really wanted to teach you guys some more cultural Indian stuff, but, you guys have to wait till next time to see that. But as we're ending the night, I want to throw some shout outs to some people who made this event very, very possible. Shout out to John in the back from Meta Church. He's doing all the sound. Yeah, huge shout out for him. Also, shout out to John in the back from Meta Sound. Different John. I know they're both named John. He's the event manager at Meta Church, and he's been a lot of help today. Also, shout out to Aiden. He came to take our photos today, and I already know they're gonna look beautiful because I know him. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you guys had a night time. Have a great night.